Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last commentary on the ABBA song Honey Honey. Just a very cute and fun and loving song. And we saw the four of them just interacting with each other on, on stage in just a beautiful and cute clip. Well, we go from there to, I suppose, a few years down the track now. And we are in the 1980 album Super Trooper. Now, we can't not talk about ABBA without talking about this song, because this song is in a category all of its own. It is an absolute masterpiece, this song, particularly the lyrics, which are so poignant and so raw. And the fact that we've got the four of them performing this song at all, given what it was about and what the band was going through at the time, is quite remarkable. Now, of course, if you're an ABBA fan, you would know the song I'm talking about is The Winner Takes It All. The Loser Stands to Fall. It's a song about loss. It's a song about relationships that aren't going so well. And it just really comes from the view of the person who has lost and what this has meant to them. As I've already said, amazing that this song, given what it's about, was performed at all, but we have the benefit, I suppose, of actually witnessing and experiencing this absolute masterpiece of a song. Before we get onto the clip though, I just wanted to, talk a little bit more about this concept of winning and losing. Now, we all hope for justice. We always hope for things to be fair, things to be equitable, and for us to just kind of get along with each other. But it seems to me at times that's far from what happens. The winner tends to take it all and they move on with life, and the loser thinks, what on earth just happened? Could think of some examples. Let's go from big to small, and yes, we are, I suppose, looking at, the sadder side of human nature today. But I think it's important that we do talk about this stuff. So let's start big. We think about civil war. I think about Syria and Yemen. Both of those wars have been going for a long time now. And who loses in those situations? Well, it's the civilians, those that have had to flee their homes because they don't want to be killed. Children, families, old people, they lose. They haven't lost someone through the war. They lose their homes and they have to go somewhere else to live. Meanwhile, the two sides, and there's more than two sides in Syria now, they just carry on shooting each other and almost ignoring the fact that the cost to those countries is enormous and huge. Or if we think about a beautiful, rural, isolated community in some beautiful, lush part of the world. They've enjoyed just an incredible, sustainable lifestyle for years, and a big company comes in, a mining company or some other sort of company, and they end up exploiting the land and taking away the innocence of the place. They will move on to their next project, and the community is left with everything just gone. Rivers that were once beautiful and pristine are now mud piles. The trees are gone and there's big holes in the ground. So, you know, the companies win and the communities lose. Or we think about bullying in schools. As I was growing up, I was bullied in a primary school and in high school, and I tell you, I'm still struggling with the effect of that even till today. You know, the bully will move on and they'll probably, you know, have a good life and make good choices and things will go well with them. Whereas the victims are the ones that struggle. You know, their self-esteem was being battered when they were a kid. And you probably never really recover from it. So winners and losers. Or let's think about an affair. Affairs are horrible things. It's an abuse of trust. And the one that I suppose has been engaging in the affair, you know, they've pretty much made a choice that they want to move on and they will just do that. What about the person who had no idea it was happening? They lose everything, and self-respect and even their home, and they often will be the ones that end up with the children as well. Winners and losers. It's such a shame that we have to have winners and losers in this world. I don't know why it is. It's almost like we forget that we are dealing with human beings, and human beings deserve to have a fair go and a fair chance and a fair opportunity, but often we just forget that because we want some gain for ourselves. There's just been too many stories of people that have lost at the expense of somebody else's gain. So what's the answer? Well, I mean, I'm just a little person. I can't speak out against governments or against companies. But I suppose in our little parts of the world, we can choose to try and be fair. We can choose to try and not benefit from others. We can choose to treat people as we would want to be treated, with kindness and with compassion. So I suppose something we should always think about maybe before we decide a course of action is we've got to decide, is this course of action going to actually hurt anyone? Is it going to cause someone to lose? Now, if there is that in there, well, maybe we shouldn't do it. Maybe we could choose not to be the nasty person, but we could choose to become the kind and compassionate person. Because this world needs kindness and compassion more than ever, as we seem to be spiralling out of control in so many areas. We need kindness and compassion more than anything at the moment. So I suppose the encouragement for all of us, and I'm certainly putting myself in this, in the us, is choose kindness, choose compassion. Let's not create losers around us so that we win. Let's create fairness and kindness with each other. So then we won't have winners and losers. We'll have winners and winners. So I trust that will be an encouragement to all of us today as we consider the way that we live our lives. Because in the song, The Winner Takes It All, and in this particular performance is absolutely amazing. Agnieszka is singing, taking the lead vocals here, and she's nailing this performance, absolutely stunning. I don't know whether it's being sung live or not, it doesn't matter. She's actually know all of the emotion and all of the stuff that this song needs to have is just here in absolute spades. It's amazing. So we see the four of them on stage here, and you can just tell that they are feeling a little bit sad about the whole thing. They're not exuberantly happy. They're feeling it here. And I think we're privileged to be able to see this performance as a snapshot in time, a moment in time for these guys in particular. So I trust you'll enjoy the video. By the way, the links to all these videos are in the description below, so please feel free to have a look. We also just thought, because I need to pay tribute to ABBA a little bit, to, if any of you guys are actually watching this video, to Benny and Bjorn, Anna Fried and Agnieszka, thank you for what you brought to this world. Thank you for the millions and millions of lives that you have touched and you have brought joy to. Thank you for your stunning performances, and thank you for the pop perfection that your songs are, and for the timeless nature of them. We will never forget ABBA, I don't think, because they made such an incredible impact on this world. So I suppose the encouragement for the guys in ABBA is to know that you've made a positive difference in this world. And what more can we as human beings want than that? And so because of that reason, I didn't want to leave the ABBA story with just this sadness. I did find another video from 2016, which apparently is about 30 years after their last performance, where the four of them did appear, not singing, but they just appeared together, and that's huge. And they just stood on the stage and people just clapped and cheered. And I suppose what started out would have started out as a bit of awkwardness for them. I think they ended up just really reveling in the fact that they were being acknowledged the way they were. Just a really, really beautiful moment in time. There's a little bit of footage in the clip of them performing. I'm not sure whether that might be the last time they performed. I don't know. It would be nice if it was. I can't really tell. But I'm going to think for myself that maybe it was, because it just makes this clip even more compelling. So I wanted to leave the ABBA story on a good note, and for them to receive the accolades that they absolutely deserve. And I've also included the commentary from my last time on the ABBA song Honey Honey. So feel free to look at all three of those. And there's an invitation in the description too. If you want me to look at a particular song, feel free to leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I'm sure we can get any life reflection out of any song. So yeah, certainly challenge me in that area. I look forward to your comments on that. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. I put up videos about 2 to 3 times a week, so you're not going to get bombarded with emails from me, because if you click the little bell and select all, you get a notification every time I put a video up. So I encourage you to do that as well. Well, that's it for today. Next time we go from pop perfection to pretty well complete opposite direction, and that is hard rock, Australian royalty. So until next time, I'll catch you around.